Well, YouTube, we sure gave it a good shot today. I got the battery in. It starts. So the next step would be, there's 3 rules in mechanics to start an engine. And it's basically fire, fuel, and spark. So one of those is missing, that's why it won't turn over. We hooked up the battery, tried to crank it over with a starter, but that didn't work, so we ended up having to go to a screwdriver. This is the ignition box that I was talking about right here. And basically there's 2 wired that go right to the starter, and this goes to the ignition inside the car. All you have to do is put a screwdriver from here to here and it'll turn the motor over. And so what I basically did, I did that, motor cranks over, I'm more than happy, let's put it that way. So what we'll do is, on the next video, we'll go ahead and pull the intake. I'll see how much the injectors are, put new injectors in it, and just go through the motor to see. I know I'm getting spark, so, or else the motor wouldn't really turn over, but I'm going to do each individual cylinder. It's only a 6-cylinder. So what I'll do is I'll go and start it and just see how much spark I got in each cylinder. And then see if there's anything that I need to do there. Then after that I'll go and, you know, if we put in the new fuel injectors, it shouldn't be no problem as far as fuel is concerned. So there's that, and then we've got air. So, you know, I'll make sure that the throttle body's working, that all the sensors are correct, because that's pretty much, even though this is an 89, it still has a computer. So you got to check all that stuff to make sure that everything is working correctly as far as that's concerned. So anyway, we're going to end it here. I really appreciate you tuning in. If you feel like it, you know, leave us a subscribe and maybe even a like. Thanks guys. Thank you for following us. Alright, it's Travel Man. Have a good day. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, you probably already know this, YouTube, but what I'll do is I'm going to show you on the oil filter. A good tip is when you get the oil filter out, best thing to do is go ahead and get some oil on your finger like that, and then just put it around this seal, because what that's going to do is that's going to help seal the the new filter. We've already taken out the old oil filter, so we're going to put in a new one. So if you just stand by just for a second, we'll go ahead and put this in there. Now, when you're putting this in there, you want to get it just hand tight. You don't want to tighten it with a wrench. Reason being is these will tighten after you start up the car. Because of the suction through the oil filter and everything, it'll tighten right back up. So you get it about hand tight as you can get it. Like, one more. There, that's tight. Okay. So now, so what we'll do now is we'll go ahead and add the oil to it. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll be right back. Well, good day, tubes. I see you hanging. Hope that sounds familiar. Today we're going to be working on my 1989 Ford Thunderbird. This is going to be a series where we are going to put this thing back together. So we're going to start with the easy stuff. This thing has been sitting for about 12 years, and what I hope to do is get it running, get it back out on the road, and make it a regular driving car. So today we're going to change the oil and hopefully try to get it running. We're going to try and start it, so we're going to have that here first of all. So then what we're going to do is try to fix the inside. Now what I want to do is go ahead and clean out the inside, see if the trunk will open, because it's open manually. Unfortunately, my ex-wife has passed away and the keys were stolen from the car. So I've had to start cutting into the ignition. I got a thing from O'Reilly's, thank you O'Reilly's, that will override all that through the ignition underneath the hood. And if any of you know that the old Fords have got the old ignition box, so we're going to try and see if we can just jump it over that way versus the key. So we'll do that also, and then by the time all that gets done, we're going to also check the transmission. I forgot about that. We're going to check the transmission to make sure that, you know, to see, because it was leaking real bad out of the transmission. That's the reason why I got parked, is because of that. So we're going to check that today as well. So just hang in there. We'll you know, we'll start from there and see how everything goes. So I've already drained the oil. Hold this, honey. I've already drained the oil and stuff, and so I've drained the oil, and it's already drained out. Now the oil was not black. It was actually, it looked like brand new oil in there, except for the sediment at the bottom of the pan. Of course, you're going to get that anytime, you know, a car's been parked for 12 years like this one has. So that looks good for right now. So we're going to put the bolt back in, then we're going to start putting oil back in it, and then put the battery in, put the I'll call it the jump starter thing for right now. I'm not too familiar. So I'm not a professional auto mechanic, but I've been working on cars since I was a little guy. I was in the Marine Corps for a little while. I'm on 100% disability, and so I'm retired, and you know, I just got possession of this car about a month, two ago, but it's been really cold here. It's the warmest winter that we've had here in North Carolina for a long time. So we'll see what we can do. So let's go and finish up the job. So we're going to put the so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and put the bolt over here, honey. Can you see me? Mm-hmm. Okay, we're going to put the bolt back in here. Then we got to change the oil filter up here. So we'll do that real quick. That should be good. Okay. Now I gotta get an oil wrench to come here. I gotta get an oil wrench to finish that up. So hold on.